Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Road to $10,000 per month. Today is currently day 23. It is Tuesday, the 6th of February, right? If you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you've been consistently watching my videos, welcome back. And I truly appreciate the support that you've been showing me. I really do, right? So today, right, today's video topic is what I learned from my past appointments, right? Basically, so all the appointments that I had in January, right? So I'm gonna be sharing a video with you guys where I'm talking about the lessons that I've learned from my appointments, right? The mistakes that I made and all that, right? So that's why I wanna keep this introduction young and short, right? And not waste any of your time, right? And yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video, right? Then I hope you enjoyed the video that I'm about to share with you guys. And if you find any value in the video, like any value, please like the video, share, leave a comment down below, and consider subscribing to the channel, right? I'll see you guys again tomorrow with another video, same place, same time. Yes, sir. Hey guys, I hope all of you look good. I'm actually really tired. I just a few minutes ago, I just came back from the gym. Then I took a walk after that, and during my walk, an idea just came up, and I was like, okay, I need to speak about yesterday's calls, right? Yesterday's calls, how the calls went, and what I actually learned from those calls, right? So it's currently day three of Road to 10K. Um, in terms of the appointments and everything, they've been pretty good, pretty good. Still no clients signed, but it's only a matter of time, it's only a matter of time. I know that my first client is very close. It's very close. So so yeah, today's Tuesday, no, not Tuesday, Wednesday, the 10th of January, right? So as I said already, day three of a road to 10K. So the yesterday I actually had five five appointments booked, right? I had five calls for yesterday. The first call that was supposed to be at 10 a.m. It was rescheduled to today, right? That call was rescheduled. And the second call I had was at 11 a.m., right? And that one was with the startup, right? It wasn't with a small business because usually the clients that are targeted is small businesses, but that call, that call, that call, that call was just crazy. Like I learned so much from that call. You know, I felt out of place. I felt I was uneasy, the whole time because it was a massive company. They making millions in turnover, and even like just speaking with the guy, like I was just uncomfortable throughout the whole call, and there were times during the call where I actually zoned out because my mind was still trying to figure out and make sense of the numbers, and like it was just a crazy call, and I'm actually grateful for that call because in life, in order to grow, right, you have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, and I know that that was just the start, that was just the start. And so the outcome of that call, right, was what happened in that call. But yeah, so the service that we were offering, it wasn't going to help them. So what we decided to do is that I told them that I'd refer them to another. Oh man, I told them that I'd refer them to another agency that actually provide the service they're looking for, right? So I'm actually gonna reach out to that agency and try to make a deal with them, right? Because I also need to get a share because like I'm like a referral percentage or something like that when I refer them to that agency, right? And then the third call that I had was at 1 p.m. It was actually with two people. Yeah, that was the first time that I was actually on a call with two people. It was a learning curve. All the calls I had yesterday it was just a learning curve. So that third call, the issue was that my service also wasn't going to help them, and I'm going to speak about the problem that I actually realized from these calls that I had. So they like my service actually wasn't gonna help them, like as and I also told them that I'd refer them to another agency, which I'm planning on doing today. Um, the third call was also with two people, right? And same thing with them, right? Same thing with them. It's just like terms of like budget and stuff like that, like the calls that I had yesterday, especially the one at 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Those people didn't have the budget to go through with the thing, with the service that I'm offering, right? They're working on a tight budget and everything. And my last call for the day, which was at what time was it? Mm, 3 p.m. Yeah, 3 p.m. That was my last call, and that call was actually good. The guy was a great guy. He had a good vibe. We gelled throughout the call. He was a cool guy. And the outcome of that call was that we actually scheduled the follow-up call for tomorrow, right? Where I told him my pricing and everything. He was happy with the service. So he told me that he needs to speak to his wife, right? And obviously that's one of the objections that you have to deal with when you're selling a service, or when you're just selling something to people, you're gonna be faced with objections. So he told me that he has to speak to his wife. So what I suggested to him is that, okay, cool, speak to your wife, and what we can do, if you're cool with it, right, is that let's schedule a follow-up call in 2 days time so that you can tell me what you think. So we scheduled a follow-up call for tomorrow, and I'll let you guys know what his decision was, if he actually wants to go through with it or not. And I also sent him an email with all the pricing and everything. So that was the fifth call of the day. So the lessons that I learned, right, from yesterday's calls, the first one is that this whole thing of having like back to back to back meetings, it fucked my brain up. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Having three meetings back to back to back. Because at the end of the second call, like I could already like feel my mind. I was like, yo, like my mind is like so exhausted. And the idea of having to go I was actually late for the third call. I was late because my mind, like I still had to like calm down and like, because otherwise, if I just had to go straight into it, it wouldn't, I don't think the call would have went the same way and I would have had the same energy. So I don't think I'll ever have three meetings again, back to back to back. So maximum, I'll have like two meetings back to back, you know. I'm not saying I'm just gonna have two meetings a day, but that's out of my control. Sometimes I might have two meetings a day, sometimes one, sometimes four. I just need to make sure that I spread out the meetings properly so that they're not all crammed up together. And the second lesson that I learned from yesterday's calls was I need to be more ruthless when it comes to my qualification process, when it comes to qualifying these prospects, right? And I need to be like, when it comes to my criteria for the prospects that I want to work with, I need to be very specific. And I actually wrote it down yesterday in my notes because I actually saw a trend, right? So the clients that have a budget the clients that have a budget, right, to actually work with me, or the clients that can actually afford my service, what I've seen from all of them is that they all have a website, right? They all have a website. And the ones that couldn't afford my service, or like they really weren't sure, or they all didn't have a website. So from today onwards, actually, I started yesterday. So from now onwards, every single client that I'm going on a call with has to have a website, or else I'm not going to be wasting my time with them, because it's a trend. I've had enough meetings now where I could see that, okay, this is what's happening, this is the case, and you know, um So yeah, what else? What else did I learn? So, oh yeah, what I wanted to say also is that I prefer, having quality calls over quantity. I'd rather have two high quality calls every single day than having five, where one is high quality and four is just low quality. And then at the end of the day, I'm just wasting my mental energy, on those calls because it's like, because even yesterday, like what I did, right, so I highlighted the clients that actually have a website before I got into the call with them, right? And the ones that didn't have a website, I didn't highlight them. So already when I went into the call with the clients that didn't have a website, I already went into the call not really expecting much from the call. It's like I just wanted to get in the reps and get me being on these calls is like me getting some practice, I'm like, okay, let's see how it goes, but I'm not expecting much from this. Whereas when I know that they have a website, it's like, okay, there's a chance that I might close this client. Like, like I had different approaches when I got into the meetings, but I don't want that to happen anymore. I just want high quality codes. That's it, full stop. That's the end of it. So yeah, and so today I have two appointments. So one is at 2 p.m. and the other one is at 3 p.m. and I'll keep you guys updated on those two. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Actually, no. So as I was taking a walk, I was listening to one of the voice notes from my friends, right? And I told him about my idea of like me wanting to like put out content on YouTube, on TikTok, to document my journey. And he told me that okay, he supports me, he can see what I'm doing and all that. He suggested that I actually make my content private until one day I eventually make it, and become successful. But I told him, I'm like, nah, like I don't really care about the views, like I'm documenting this for myself at the end of the day. This, like all these videos and this whole road to 10K is just to prove to myself that I can actually set a goal and stick to it and like commit to it, like I just want to prove to myself. And it's all these videos are just like journal to myself, right? It's like I want to be able to look back 5 years from today and be like, damn, this is where he started. These are the problems that he was facing. This is how he handled them. I want the future me to see what the current me is doing to like deal with certain situations and stuff like that, so that like 5 years from now, I'll be like, you're struggling with this thing, bro. Because obviously, 5 years from now, like I would have learned so much from all the failures and learning from books and learning from experiences and stuff like that. So I told him, I'm like, bro, like I don't care about the views. My videos could get like one view, two views, three views. It really doesn't matter. I'm not doing it for the views, because I don't want to make money off this content. Like I don't. It's just to look back on. So yeah, yeah, so that's all I wanted to say today. I'll keep you guys updated on the journey and how everything is going. And yeah, peace.